Hello gun owners, this is Matt Mammoser with National Association for Gun Rights. We are here with Representative Danny McCormick. He has been fighting for constitutional carry the last several years. And how long have you been running constitutional carry now?
This is my fifth year in the legislature, and I've filed it all 5 years, been pushing hard for constitutional carry in Louisiana, and it looks like it's getting close to becoming reality.
Yes, it is. What is your driving force for filing constitutional carry?
I have a personal driving force, really. I have 4 granddaughters. They're quite efficient. Even at 6 and 7-year-old, they're hunting, killing their first deer. But in Louisiana, when they become 18, they're not allowed to put a pistol in their purse and protect themselves from murderers and rapists. And I think it's appalling that they would put our young girls, when they're leaving the home, they're most vulnerable that they've ever been. We don't allow them the right to self-defense. They can open carry, but they can't put a pistol in the purse. And this equalizes that playing field for them.
How much is the permit here in Louisiana if you have to?
You know, I don't know the answer to that question. If it's 5 cents, it's too much. But
well, that's a good point.
But
if it's
I don't
5
know
cents, you're asking for permission to exercise your right. Even 5 cents is a little bit too much for the government to charge you, right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. As you very well know, we live in a constitutional republic. And in a republic, the rights and responsibilities belong to the individual. And if we have not committed a crime for those rights to be taken away from us, no, we should never have to have a permit to exercise our constitutional rights.
Exactly right. Can you think of another constitutional right where you have to ask the government for permission and pay your government in order to exercise that right?
You know, I make that argument all the time. I said, is the government going to have to teach us speech, you know, as far as the First Amendment right of speech? Are they going to have a class on proper speech, and I have to pay to prove that I can speak right? No, I don't. And that's just ridiculous to think that government can take those rights away from us and then sell them back to us when we've done nothing wrong.
Who in Louisiana will this legislation positively affect the most?
Well, actually the most it will affect is 18, 19, and 20-year-olds will now have the right to conceal carry and for self-protection. And the people in Louisiana, we have 3 of the cities in Louisiana are in the top 10, the most crime cities in the U.S. So this allows the poorest in our communities to be able to do this. The people that need it the most, that live in the most dangerous areas, that don't have the money, the finances to get these permits, now will be able to protect themselves. Law-abiding citizens. It's good. It's great. It's great.
What's in store in the future after Senate Bill 1, constitutional carry that you've been fighting for so many years, does become law? What's next after that?
You know, next is we've got to start, as states, we've got to start standing up for states' rights. We have so many federal agencies and local agencies that want to enforce unconstitutional laws. We need to pass laws with teeth in them that actually punish federal and state officials that try to come in our state and enforce unconstitutional laws. When we start putting federal and state officials in prison for violating our rights, then they'll start getting the message. That's where we need to go on the offense with our constitutional Second Amendment rights.
You've heard it here. Next step, start throwing unconstitutional, infringing bureaucrats that step all over your rights in jail.
That's it. That's when they'll listen.
Exactly.